What did happen to the last 10? I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours. 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be yours. get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. So loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight's summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay young forever, we'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And we're all going live, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago.
How's everyone doing? I could say it's been a long time, but it hasn't really been a long time. It was last Sunday. I went live on Sunday morning. Jordan the Deer Hunter is here. Jennifer Ocean Homestead is here. Easy Highland Homestead. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. It's kind of warm in here. I have a computer there and a laptop there, and I don't know. There's a lot of heat coming out right now. I wasn't too sure if I was going to have a live stream. Honestly, there's a lot going on right now, but I figured I was going to come and try to change my mind a little bit. Today was my last day at the payroll department. I am going back to the pharmacy starting Monday. Haven't went live in a long time. Well, you have to start going back live. That's where you get all the watch hours, and watch time equals more visibility on YouTube. So Jennifer, did you start planting your seeds? I've seen a few of your videos. I didn't really have time to watch, but I know you started. But are you up to date? Anyone else have all their seeds started? I was supposed to do my tomatoes last weekend. According to my calendar, that's when I needed to finish them. I ended up making like one tray, and I think it was Tuesday. So this weekend, I really have to get going with. I probably need 2 more trays. But Any one of you ever use those non-woven cloth bags? I'm pretty sure I could. The thing is, the ones I have are maybe a little bit too high, so it needs a lot of soil to be able to fill them up. But I'm thinking about maybe just taking a pile, cutting them up a little bit, just to make them a little bit smaller, fill them up with soil. I would have to show you. They're not like grow bags for like, it's not a garden. It's just those tiny little, let me find a picture. What are they called now? Non-woven. Let me check in my content section. I have a video on them. Okay. So it doesn't want to pop up. Nope. Okay, well, I don't remember how long ago that video was posted. They're called non-woven. Just give me a second. Just give me a second because my brain needs to go and figure it out. Two buddies sending me emails. It's not the time. Now is not the time. Non-woven. It would have been in 2021 probably. Literally just put seeds in a Ziploc bag. That's awesome. Hopefully they'll sprout. Could it really be that long ago? Hey Scott, how's it going? Planting more seeds. That's in 2022 still. Okay, so I have to go in 2021. I'm guessing. They're not grow bags. They're more like seed starters. Little tiny fabric bags. I have some in my bedroom. I could just go and grab them and show it to you, but I'm pretty sure I have some information here somewhere. So here it is. It was posted on March 2nd, 2021. Non-woven nursery bags. Can I show this? Let me just finish the ad and let's put it on. Present, share screen, entire screen, this here, share. Okay. Hey, that's a very, very, very old video. Those bags. Anyone use these? Don't look at my stats. They suck. So those bags, see how big they are? Like I need to bring them down a little bit, maybe like use 2/3 of them. That way I can put them up in a tray and put a lot more of them. It took me all that time, and all I wanted to do was show you guys what it is. So those bags are pretty awesome. Instead of taking all those trays, plastic trays, or even containers, or I don't like the soil block for some reason. I just don't enjoy it. You put the seeds in, you let them grow. When it comes time to plant it outside, you just take the whole bag, put it straight in the soil, and it should decompose in the soil. We don't have as much started for seeds yet beside the pasture grass seed. Well, that's still pretty cool. There's still a lot of time left. I don't know exactly what zone you're in, but I know here, even though we're having like probably one of the best winter ever, we still have a good month before we can actually start working the soil. Well, maybe not a month, but we need like a lot of nice temperature. I still have a good foot of snow. Monthly Sunday tour bus trips from here to Moncton start Sunday, $45, and goes to the mall, then Costco and back. Nice. And you can buy those big potting soil, Pro Mix. They're the best. You'll pay like $23 or $25 with the taxes for like those big, huge bags. I think it's equal to about maybe 10 of those small ones that you pay like $7 each. Really, really good deal. Dollarama bag material. That's interesting. Wonder if they would rot over time though, or you can. No, you can't really reuse it. You put them in the soil and you leave it there. But they're really not expensive. I think it's like $10 for like 200. Like it's really, really not that bad. That video looks like it could have been filmed today. Same shirt. I didn't even notice. You're right. Same shirt. Yeah. Well, when you hit 40 years old, you don't really get taller, right? You don't really grow up into your clothes. You can wear them a little bit longer. Plus, most of the time I wear the shirt when I go to bed. Like, I don't really want to get out in public with that shirt. Not these days anyway. Scott will understand. Have the used Pro Mix bag in my woodshed from last year. Nice. It's the Marshmallow Man. Hello, Lewis. How's it going? Are you still doing all the competition this year? So tomorrow I have a mini handball tournament with the kids. For those wondering, I've had the question before. The only difference between mini handball and regular handball is the mini is played with a softer ball. It still bounces pretty well, but if you hit a kid in the face with the ball, they won't die. It's just like, it's like a slap. You know, it's not like a punch. It's just like a slap in the face. I have some clothes from 15 years ago I wear all the time and still looks new. Well, this one is has been worn a lot, but you can still see what it is, and it's still very comfortable. So tomorrow, yeah, and then after the tournament, depending on how much energy I have left, I might go see my cousin, and if not, I will come back home and start working on some more seeds. I wanted to have a few more seeds so I could sell a few more plants, but it's not looking good because I don't really have the space. The problem I have is the cat. I can't really put my plants upstairs with the cat. So I need to wait until it's almost time to take them out. And when I actually start acclimatizing, is is that the word? Like, get them, harden them off. Why is this fly bugging me? So, get off my keyboard. Yeah, I don't think I'll have enough space to grow more plants because I'm already lacking space, to be honest. I am considering a few options in terms of grow lights. I also want to try to change my basement a little bit. We started with the big cleaning. Sorry, I have my freezers on this side here now, and the pantry itself is a little bit further. As soon as we can do this yard sale with the kids, we'll have a lot more space because the space we have there should be big enough, but it's full of crap that the kids want to sell at the yard sale, or things that might be going in the garbage. Can you put your plants in clear storage bins so they get light but can't bother them? Not really, because he's a little bastard and he's gonna find a way. It could have been a cool idea. I was even thinking about maybe taking some chicken wire that I could even get at dollar store, just go around it. But I figured for all the trouble I'm gonna get, I'm just gonna wait it out, leave it in my bedroom. Maybe next year I'll have a little bit more money and I'll be able to put more grow lights, because I have those shelves behind me. Right now they're all like full of stuff, cans, bottles, and hockey cards, and all the stuff I couldn't find anywhere to put them. Those things need to go somewhere else. But eventually I'll be able to clean this up and use those shelves, put them hello Thomas, nice to have you here. I'll be working in the garden this year, but no competitions. So you got out as well. I was getting to the point where it was just a little bit too much for my brain. Like I said before, I want the kids to be able to go outside and just grab something off the vines or the plants or the trees and just eat it, not having to worry about weighing it, And I'm going to save so much time by not weighing everything. Just take the stuff, can it, freeze it, whatever I need to do, blanch it. But yeah, if I can get a lot, well, I say a lot, but if I could get at least some grow lights, I could take those shelves behind me and put them in the little room back there and get everything installed there and hopefully be able to grow some more food there. It could give me more space, and if I have more space and it's not in my bedroom, it's going to be even better. You need to put them for 12 hours, but my girlfriend is the kind of person to go to bed at 8 and wake up at 9. So sometimes she's really tired. She goes to bed 8:30, 9 o'clock. And, during the week, she'll be up at 6:30. But during the weekend, she'll be up at 9. So what time am I supposed to put the lights? Like, I want to put an automatic timer. If I put the timer on from 7 to 9 because I want to have the light at least 14 hours, well, on the weekend, it's still coming up. So it's waking us up. So there's no win-win situation here for me with those lights. So I need to take them out. It's not going to happen this year, though, but hopefully by next year, I should be able to find them in another spot and be able to grow more food. I have my asparagus doing pretty well. Some peppers is starting to pop up. Asparagus, peppers. I have some goji berry shrubs that I didn't see sprouting yet, but it should be getting here soon. unless none of my seeds were good. But I was able to grow some last year. I just planted a lot more this year. Looks like Halloween here, gloomy and creepy looking outside. Well, it is what it is. When you start planting a bunch of seeds, you need light. The plants need all the light. Sunday, to finish my little story, Sunday, I'm going to be busy again, and I will be doing the winemaking video part 3. And this is the best part because when I'm done, I'm going home with my wine. Yay. It's time to put everything in bottles, and we're thinking about having maybe like 16, 17 bottles total, which would give me, what's this? Thor. Which would give me 8 bottles for myself, plus like maybe like a few glasses before I leave. But when I tried, it was so good, and to think it's just gonna get even better. Rhubarb is up 3-4 inches here. Onions in the garden outside are up 8-10 inches, and leeks are out. Another 2-3 weeks should be able to harvest some. Nice. I have some onions growing as well. I trimmed them the first time. I eat the green. I just take it off, pinch it off, and I eat it. Hey, GP, you'll try a glass? Are you coming up this week? Well, usually you're here on Monday. Are you going to be here Monday? It'd be nice if you were, because honestly, I could use a talk. But definitely, if you're around, I'll go drink a bottle with you. Watching the ads, then I'll be in the chat. Awesome. Thank you, Billy. CR, how's it going? So awesome. Yeah, it's strawberry, choke cherries. I think I have some gooseberries, blueberries, choke cherries, strawberries, maybe some gooseberries, and rhubarb. And like it was a fruity taste, but it was so good. And I'm not really used to making wine, so I don't really know, and I don't really notice how much alcohol there is before I actually start drinking a few glasses. But according to my colleague that's been doing this for a little while, he thinks there should be about, he thought at that time when we tried that it could have been like 9.5 to 10% alcohol, which is not that bad. I mean, it's homemade wine. We can't expect to have 40%, right? But the thing is, when we put it in a second container, it was still bubbling, which means it was still fermenting, which means the alcohol level is going up. So we might be able to reach 10.5, 11%, maybe. But regardless, it was delicious, and I can't wait to try it. Like, I seriously can't wait for Sunday evening to try a glass of that wine. Google ad. Hello. I started a few seeds now. Yeah, I also have, what else do I have? I have some peppers. I planted some the Mariana tomatoes that I got for the Survival Seed Challenge. And hopefully they do well. Blackberries and blueberries here so far. Raspberries and gooseberries both died for. Wow. Is there a reason? Have you checked it out? Like, did you check what could be the reason? Like, is it because you don't get cold temperatures, or apple tree planted live doing well above the celestials, figs, and peach tree croaked? we can't grow peaches here. I think there might be one variety that we could grow, but I wasn't able to find any. Just got potato bags in. Nice. It's still gonna be a little while before the potatoes go in the ground. I don't even think I'm gonna be planting any this year at all. Hmm. Awesome. So I have some people sharing my live stream. Awesome. If you're in the chat, Jeanette, thank you. Seld, hello. I reached 85%. Yeah, but moonshine. I'm gonna try to have some wine for the summer, and I really want to try the choke cherry wine. Also, I had a question for you, Seld. Would you know your apple trees? Do you remember which apple tree grows what kind of apple? If we went there, if we went there on your property, could you point me in the right apple trees that I would want to clone? Because I really want to clone some apple trees. I know you have some very good ones. I'm going to use those little pods. And I have another bag just like this one coming. I might need a few more zip ties. Or maybe I have enough. Bare root stock on berries. Don't purchase. I've done that though, and I've had a lot of success. Maybe they didn't pass the winter, but I planted them early last spring, and they were still producing at the end of the year, at the end of the, like before fall. Fig froze and the peach was heavily attacked by peach borers. Oh no, that sucks. Hello, Dave. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm guessing you're probably almost done your harvest and all with the greenhouse, and you're there planting stuff like in February while we have to wait until June. Posted a video hair grafting yesterday. Yeah, I saw. I just didn't have time to watch. It's been a few heavy, crazy days here lately. Don't worry, everything is fine. But it's been really hardcore busy. Many people do not like them, but I love them. Granny Smith and Gala, I love them. Yeah, I don't mind what kind of apples it is as long as they're good. They're all good, but I know some better apple than Uncle and Friend. Well, could you check? We could go for a drive. Maybe not this weekend because I'm going to be very busy, but maybe like next Sunday or something, we can just go for a drive and go hair graft some of those apple trees. And if we do that, Self, I mean, I can give you some clones. You want to have a lot of apple trees on your property? You already have some. You were thinking about being as self-sufficient as possible. You have a beautiful property. Maybe it'd be a nice thing to have in a few spots on your property. So it'd be nice. Outside now planting. Yeah, lucky you. We're not going to be planning for another 2 months. Has to be soon. Why is that? Because you're going to be busy. Usually they say that you can pretty much do the air grafting at any time, but you have to keep in mind that if it gets really cold, if it's creating roots and it gets cold, it could kill the roots. So you could do all that work for nothing. Now, I don't think it's going to get like a minus 10, you know. It could be like a few degrees below zero, which should be fine. By the time there's actually roots on the branches, we could end up being early May. And yeah, you've never seen that, Selge? I'll show you. You're doing a clone of the tree you're getting. Red Delicious is growing well. I hate them. I find them mealy. It's growing, so it's a keeper. And now I need another few varieties. I now own a cross pollinator rootstock. My favorite ones are the Golden Delicious. A lot of people here enjoy the Macintosh, and my girlfriend's cousin gave me some apples last year, and the apples were amazing. And he keeps telling me that I just need to go there and graft them. What it is, so like I have the grafting kit, the one that you think of, where you cut a branch from a tree, cut a branch from the other tree, and just put the branch on the other branch, and you wrap it there, and eventually they become one. But that's not what I'm talking about. You take those root balls, those plastic balls, you cut little, you cut the bark, removing the cambium about an inch wide on a branch. On a branch you wanna take. You put soil. You can put rooting hormones. I have some here. If you don't have any, you can put honey. You put that with soil. Your balls will close like this on a branch. Let's say this is a branch. You put your ball, boom, boom, and if you cut, let's say you cut this part here, after they say 6 to 8 weeks, you can remove the ball, and you should see the roots. And you have to take the whole thing. Like you cut the branch, you plant this. It has now become a clone of your apple tree. So I have, I think it's an 18 piece. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 here, so that's going to be 28 because I got another pack like this coming. Plus, I already have 2 in my bedroom that I purchased separate a couple of years back that I never used. So I'm hoping that out of those 30 balls, I should be able to get at least half of that. Because I'm just going to keep them on the branch as long as it takes. So I should have at least like 20 apple trees, which is going to be pretty cool. I can plant them here, make a little orchard, and I keep showing this. But I also have come on. I also have smaller ones like this. They're like the size of a golf ball, maybe just a tiny bit bigger. And I want to use those to propagate my honeyberries, my blueberries, my white currants, red currants. I'm going to be able to use these and make a ton of fruit trees here, and I'm going to be able to give some away. I know I can make some money out of it. I will probably be selling some. I also want to help a few friends out. You're never going to have to pay for fruit trees if I have some. That's a promise. As long as I can get them going, you'll never have to pay. But yeah, if you could get some information, ask them if it's okay. We could just go there and we'll go grab them. I'm seeing mid-teens for daytime temps. Nice. We're expecting anywhere between 6 and 13 Celsius here, but a lot of rain. Although it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be inside the gym most of the day tomorrow. I need Cortland, Empire, Pink Lady, Honeycrisp, Macintosh Red, Evercrisp, and Baldwin. I want any 3 of those mixed. Too bad you can't cross the borders with a tree because there's about 5, 6 apple trees back there behind where the old school was here, where the apples are simply amazing. And my dad has some on his property. Selge has some on his property. There's also the community center that has an old apple tree in the back that nobody's even harvesting. It's just there doing nothing. And I want to go and grab that one because the apples coming out of that apple tree are like huge. My wild home, let me remember. Ryan and Melody, right? I think so. Melody and or something along those lines. I'm pretty sure I'm close. Thank you for stopping by the way. Where did you get grafting balls? I found Amazon was expensive. I paid, I think it was around $20 for this pack of 18. If you buy them like separate or like just the smaller ones or simply the medium ones or the big ones, but just one at a time, it gets expensive. You'll get like 12 for like $15, if not more. But I find this pack is not so bad. But you can get some from Temu or what's it called, Wish, or any of those places. They'll still do the same job. Regardless, it's plastic. It can be reused. You put tie wraps and you wait it out. Yeah, 10 Celsius is about 50 Fahrenheit. Thank you, CR. Although I think there's a lot of Canadians in here today, other than Billy, I think. I've seen those things before. My dad used them when I was a kid to make a cedar hedge at the cottage. Really? And it worked with cedars as well? I have a few cedars here, but I heard that it could be toxic for my apple tree, so I'm going to have to cut them out. And I will be using the trees as much as I can. I'll probably have to burn some branches, but I will be using the tree itself as post. I'll be using them to make a few posts for my garden beds of the big cedars. Nice. You mean we can get trees from you? Oh, yeah. Shipping could be expensive, but if you're ever in the New Brunswick area, let me know. I'll look you up. The Ziploc bags I use for air grafting is about $50 for $1.25, but I have to also buy packing tape. It's cheap, but the grafting balls may be easier and reusable. Yeah, that's the thing. You might not be able to reuse the soil, but you can reuse the balls. So I was right with the name, Melody and Ryan. That's awesome. So is it Ryan or Melody in the chat, or are you both watching? I have to talk to you about doing a live stream together at some point. Blackberries are easy. 12 or 16 ounce cup filled with dirt. Push a tip of the new vine into soil, cover it with dirt. 5 weeks, look at the cup to fill with roots. Cut at 45 degrees, plant. Nice. So I could do that trick too, and it would work fine. Although Angie said something about maybe trying to get some more for me when I go at the conference in Ontario. Actually, we can ship air-grafted trees to each other since we are in Canada. I need everything. I have apples, but no idea of the variety. I would love to get other fruit trees and sugar maple trees. Sugar maple, it might be hard to get. It might be a possibility, but it takes so long to grow. And you've been talking about moving already, so I don't know if it's going to be worth it at all. But for fruit trees, I mean, we can certainly work something out. Yeah, I knew you were somewhere in BC. I don't necessarily know that area too much. That's why I was saying, if you can make it here, I'll give you a few apple trees, but it might be a long drive home. I don't think it would. Well, I know there's a way to make it survive. I would need to take it when it's dormant, send it to you when it's dormant, bare roots, and hopefully it would survive. But it is very hard. Cedar, pine, spruce, all the coniferous trees really are really acidic, and stuff won't really grow under them. Yeah. The only thing is pine trees. I want to have some around my blueberries because the needles are amazing to get the blueberries going. Melody, awesome. I'm putting all my trees in 4-gallon buckets. Easy to move. The sooner I start on sugar maple branch, the better. Well, it's true that you can still bring them with you wherever you go. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I can find some. If I could find some not too big, that I could bring you 1 or 2 in the summer. It's too bad you don't have a vehicle to go in the woods, because I'm pretty sure you could find some just driving around. I wanted to do the same thing with pine trees. I had a few ones next to my stairs, but the dog kept going around it, poop on it, and the rope is tied on would just kill the tree every year. And I don't want it to grow too much because the roots can make a mess on my house. Hello, our little gingerbread house. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, I'm tired. I didn't sleep much lately. What do you all think about perennials, fruiting gardens? I love the idea. I've seen a few people do like the permaculture, fruit forest, like the whole thing. There's a whole concept behind it. And the goal is to reproduce as much as possible the natural environment. So what I want to do is not only plant apple trees, but I also want to plant maybe Camrys around it, and maybe some chives or strawberries or anything like that to cover the ground around them. Because we all plant our fruit trees, and we all hope that nothing's going to grow around it, because we don't want to have to mow the lawn, and we don't want to have to worry about vines, or if you have raspberries and you have to go get the apples, it could be the vines have little thorns, which could not be fun. But if you don't plant anything, something will grow. So might as well control what you want to have growing around your fruit trees. Your keep could go through the old logging road here, but it would go on trail to get the good apple trees I want. But there's so much we could find just on the old trail road around my house. I recommend it to every single person. My garden is 80% perennial fruit, and I use 100% natural. It's such a blessing. I have a lot of property on that side of the house. It's going down a hill, so I've never really bothered using it until this year. I want to plant an orchard. I want to have a bunch of plum, apples, pears. From what I understand, it's good to alternate, not just have all the apples together, but separate them a little bit. I have a few alders and birch way back my property, and I'm thinking about cutting some this year. Well, cutting it all this year. I want to clean this up as clean as I can, and I want to go and plant some more fruit trees back there as well. Eventually, my property will be full of fruit trees. The kids don't necessarily enjoy it as much because they want to have some place to run, some space to play, They still have some place in the front of the house, but the youngest one is 10 years old. And the second one turned 16 today. He's got his driver's license. The beginner, we call it the beginner here, which you can have, but he needs to be with someone with the regular driver's license. Like he's not allowed to go on his own, and he can't have anyone else on board other than that one person with the license. But they're getting older. Eventually, they won't even want to. What's this notification? Turn off. They won't even want to go outside to play. And if they have to, there's an old soccer field about 2 minutes away. We could just draw them there for an hour and go pick them up later. But there's still some space here. We still have like little swing and little fireplace. We can spend some time with the family, and but eventually they'll get bigger, and I want to have fruit trees all over the place. And it's fun to have different ones as well, because Camarees should be ready mid-June. Strawberries end of June, early July. And then we have the raspberries and the blueberries and all like the black, white, and red currants. And then later on we'll have the plums, the pears, and the apples. So we should have fruits all year round. And I'm hoping, I think I planted about 25 grapevines last year. That's right, 25. Hopefully half of that can take and start growing. From what I understand, the hardest part is to get it going. Once it's going, you should be good to go. And I want to do some wine. Grape wine would be so good. I also want to do juice and just have something the kids can go and eat. I forget now. I think it's every 15 years maple will go on to a frenzy, and there will be nothing but little maples coming up on the bush. Looks like grass, but only like 15% make it. My bush did a few years ago. It's nothing but sapling, now around 10 inches tall. Yeah, whenever you can grow food. I mean, it's one of the best investment ever. If you just have to watch like 3 videos, 5 minutes each. Maybe if you prefer, buy a book and learn about how to grow apples. Let's just talk about apples. You can pay for a good tree, even if you pay $100 for a good tree. In 3 to 4 years, you'll start getting apples. And if you do, I mean, apples are getting more and more expensive. You'll get a dozen apple now for like $8, $9. So it's like what, 3 pounds? $3 a pound? You can easily get 50 pounds when it start producing. So it's $150. After the first full year, you're already you've already harvested enough, already worth your money, your investment. You already had the return on your investment. If you have a good amount of birch, make birch syrup. They're too small. Like they're probably the size of a toilet paper roll. But I mean, my property here, I want to have fruits, but my dad has a lot of trees like that, and my brother's going to end up with the land after. And if I really wanted to, I don't think it would be a problem. Strawberries are hardy and huge harvest. They take care of themselves after first year. And who doesn't love juicy, sweet strawberries? Exactly. I'm in zone 5, colder here, and I grow seedless grapes. I'm in zone 4, so I'm even colder than you are. And all the grapes I bought were either purchased when I made sure they were zone 4, or they were given to me. Somebody gave me cuttings, saying that cuttings should be able to grow. And obviously, if they were given to me by friends here, they were grown here, so they should be growing here. You should check out my garden. I will be doing continued updates to show our fruiting garden. That's awesome. You know what? You subscribe to my channel, and I don't think I've looked at yours. And just like that, you're almost at 600 subscribers. And you should reach 600 subscribers if I do this. Someone's having fun in the stairs. Bella Whisper Farmstead. Let me remember. So Bella's the name of the dog. I forgot. I forgot your first name again. You'll hate me. I think it's Michael. And I know as soon as you tell me Kristen. Yeah. I'll try to remember. I don't know why. I just can't remember your name. Sorry. Free compost, untreated grass clippings, coffee grinds, seaweed, eggshells, coal, vegetable. Yep. We have the beach not too far from here, and I want to go and get some seaweeds whenever I can. Put that in there, and I do the same. Well, coffee grinds, I don't do it. I should. We buy those compostable Keurig pods, but they're made in plastic, so I don't know what part of it is supposed to be compostable, but I should really take the coffee grinds. Why do I hear a phone ringing? Even if I have to pay $90 for a nectarine or plum or apricot tree, it's worth it because I can air graft into many trees. After that, it's just awful the price to get started with a tree. Yeah, but when you think about it, even if it's expensive, it's still worth it on the long run. You will get into your money so fast. I need seaweed and kelp need it. You're welcome, and hopefully you will get the 600 subscribers soon. And come on, guys, click on the link. Click on the link here. Ding, 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 ding. Only missing one more subscriber to reach 600. Already subbed. All right. I finally got to 100 subscribers yesterday. Not much, but I think it's great for my second month. I'm just happy if I can help one person learn something they didn't know. Exactly. And when you think about it, like, you have to remember that someone out there was interested in your content enough to click the little subscribe button. So that's still something. When you think about that, someone out there finds you interesting enough to click on your channel and actually watch your content. Even if it was just two different persons watching, it's something to be grateful for. I got up to my local coffee shop with my bucket. I put buckets and buckets throughout my garden. Arctic plum tree grows in both of our zone. Yeah. Are you in the States? I reuse the coffee here. Really? You put it in the compost as well? You're welcome. Yeah, I guess you have to watch a video first. That's awesome. I was at 500 subs for 2 years. This year from January, shot up to nice. Due to focusing on showing how to grow food mostly. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to do too. Like, try to find ways to save money and show people how to save money. So you're from New Brunswick too. You're zone 5. You're probably in Moncton, Fredericton area. I call it the Bermuda Triangle because once people go live anywhere between St. John, Moncton, and Fredericton, which is a huge triangle, they never come back. No, Rem is my first name. Actually, my first name is Remy, but I find it easier. My friends call me Rem. Yep, Jennifer's not too far from me, and I'm in zone 4, but I'm way up New Brunswick. Just across the bridge from Cheap Beer, that's where I live. That's a good question. She's probably down south. Nope. If I was Caracat or Lamec, I think my English would be a little bit worse than what it is. I'm in the Camelton area, small village, 20 minutes away from Camelton. I graduated from the Dalhousie High School, the French Dalhousie High School, au 80. But I have a lot of English friends and a lot of English people in my surroundings. So I speak English on a regular basis. Yeah, it's a beautiful place, but since we're a small place with not too many people, we are almost always forgotten when it comes to, investments and things like that. But we do things on our own, pretty much. We're not too far from each other. Well, I think from one end to another from New Brunswick, it's 6 hours. If I wanted to go to St. John, it's about 6 hours. So you could be Miramichi. In the Miramichi area, you'd be zone 5 too, I think. I'm trying to think. There's a few very good channels in New Brunswick, actually. I'll even click the little notification bell because I'm curious. And work in progress. Okay, I'll go check it out as soon as I have a chance. I have a ton of wonderful Canadian YouTuber friends. That's awesome. We have this huge community up here. And I mean, that's something you can't really force on anyone. Like, I'm not gonna say you can't come or you're welcome or it's I have some friends on the Quebec side in Ontario, and we're actually going over to the Eastern Ontario Homesteaders Conference, and in about 3 weeks now. We're the 12th already. Yeah, in 3 weeks, we'll be in Ontario, probably eating some of me and New Acres' wonderful, delicious lasagna around this time. Around a little fire, if it's nice enough. Break down coffee grinds, pen grains, and 6.8 neutralish. The water soluble NPK is removed after making coffee. They retain mostly nitrogen, trace minerals. Compost or organic fertilizer. Awesome. Yep, I have 2 sweet fur babies, and I do lives as well. Okay, yeah. So I see you're doing live streams. 5 minutes incredible pizza. That's awesome. So I'll try to look at your videos and see if I can figure out where you live. Well, I don't want to sound creepy, not what I meant, but try to figure out about what area you're in. I'm just curious because it'd be nice. I love having friends in the province, that we can help each other out with stuff. Are coffee grinds dangerous? Yes, if they are used as 100% growing medium for vermiculture, warm bedding. It's toxic and needs to be blended with another organics and carbons. All I know about coffee grinds, the only thing I know about it is that I put it in my cup in the morning and it wakes me up. And it's good. But I do put a lot of sugar in it. What else is coming? Yeah, I don't know anyone in the chat going over to the Eastern Ontario Homesteaders Conference. Oh, God, I'm yawning a lot. I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. I'm really, really tired. It's been a really, really rough week. Um, Not anything I need to talk about, but what did I have for supper tonight? Spaghetti with since it was my son's birthday, wanted to have spaghetti and those McCain cakes. So good. Are coffee grinds acidic? Not really. The acidity happens as nitrogen is chemically released, not enough to alter pH in soil. So I would need to find something else to put around my blueberries. Well, I have used coffee grinds to melt snow. Very, very good idea. Jane is going. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely be seeing you there. Angie's having her hand operated on May 1st. Yeah, and she was anxious about the surgery. She wanted to postpone it because, she doesn't want. Well, she doesn't want to postpone it, but then again, she doesn't want to have people at her place if she's not able to do anything. She said she was going to do the lasagna before and just warm it up, but it was so good. You were there last year, Dave, at Angie's place. Oh, yummy, delicious comfort food. Happy birthday. Thank you. He turned 16 today. He's going to be on the roads, so be careful. Fireplace ash around my soil. Interesting. Let's see what they say. It says that wood ash is actually very, very alkaline, which is what you wouldn't want to have around your blueberries. But it's weird because blueberries tend to grow where we had like forest fires, which is kind of weird, really. Yeah, very alkaline. I think the best thing to have would be like pine needles. My dad has a pine on his property, and I should go and grab some needles. I only burn maple, bit of birch, so it's good for soil. Okay, I didn't know. Also high in calcium. Yeah, I saw that too. On a Sunday, missed Friday night. Yeah. Okay, so you were there for the little lunch on Sunday. For lunch around noon. So is your van all ready to go, Dave? You must be anxious to go as well. It's all fun just to be able to see everyone. From Darren, Dave, Marilyn, Annie, Bridget, Mike, Angie, Tracy. Just to be able to see everyone, it's awesome. And you were talking about how you have a good community of Canadian homesteaders or Canadian YouTubers. I have some friends, like amazing friends out there. And I also have some more friends here in New Brunswick as well that just can't make it to the conference. Ren's Homestead, Jack and Lindsay in the Fredericton area, they're so busy that we barely talk to them anymore. Like they're never around. They're never online. Like you have to call them if you want to talk to them. Potash is okay as an amendment, dusted once per year. Okay. There was also GBL, the old church homestead, Gary and Betty. They're in Newfoundland. Awesome people as well. There's a lot of homesteaders in Nova Scotia too, but I don't really know them as much. And I know there's Mapleberry Farm down in the Sussex area. I've never met them. I don't talk to them. I just know they're from down there. They have like over 100,000 subs. There's also um, Creekside Maples, Tony and Joni, awesome people, very, very nice. I spoke to them a few times. I was supposed to go help them last year, but a few circumstances stopped me from going. But I owe them one. Like I really feel like I owe them one, and at some point I want to go down there and help them out. Um, Although by the time I go, they're probably um, going to be done with the house. But if they're hoping that I can go there and help them out with the house, um, they're not really stressed because I can't build anything. There's a chance the house could be crooked and could eventually fall on the ground. What's Scott's? Shenanigan Friday. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. Well, Serge, that was here in the chat earlier, is also 4 minutes away from my place. He also has a YouTube channel, although he doesn't really post much. Almost trying to get stuff planned before I go. Okay, so you're almost there. Truly Canadian today because of my shirt. I just wear it when I go to bed. Hello, Tracy. Thank you so much for stopping by. We didn't really talk about you. We mentioned you, saying that you were going to be at the conference, and can't wait to see you again. And we're going to have to find a place to go eat some poutine. I think they're about 2-3 hours drive from me, not too far. Yeah. If you cut across a province on an angle, it's about 2-3 hours to the southern U.S. border, and I think they're just before that. Are you talking about Creekside Maples or Mapleberry Farm? That's the best team? Yeah, but just don't say it too loud this year. Just wait a few years. It should be good. Like, I'm thinking next year they'll probably fight for a playoff spot, maybe not quite make it there. But starting the year after that, it should be good. I know, right? We had some poutine last Sunday. It was good. Creekside, yeah, they're about 3 hours away from me. I think they're in the Woodstock area, not too far from Woodstock. I am tired. And I also have to get up early tomorrow morning. Veggies that thrive in acidic soil will not like potash. Include potato, blueberry, rhubarb, shallot, sorrel, and sweet potatoes. If you can use wood chip as mulch, these plants will thank you for it. I think I need to go see my uncle. He has a small mill here, and I need to ask him to get all the wood chip, the wood dust, that sawdust. That would probably be even better. I could just put that all around my blueberries as mulch. Wood chip would be good also because you can buy a huge bag of wood chip for like $10. Same wood chip I would put in my chicken coop. That can be used around my blueberries. The only thing is, it's very light, and the wind will push it away. Hello, Tammy, Rebel Canners, another awesome YouTuber out there. Yeah, so if we use those wood chips, it can probably do the job, but I would just need to water it a little bit. Yeah, I know. And I think it's probably doing a lot of cedars, so it might not be a good idea. Um, I don't think we have black walnut around here. Well, we could, but I mean, it's not something that we would cut. Um, but yeah, definitely cedars. It's probably one of the things he's using. Um, but if cedars are toxic for plants, you could still use them to make your garden beds, right? Like to build the garden beds. Because I'm hoping I could. Anyone have watermelon advice? My first summer, I will be planting. Start early, and if you have a greenhouse, there is zone 5. Dry wood is fine. Okay. Zone 5, yeah. Uh, my brother had some a couple of years back. I don't remember if he harvested it or not, but it became the size of a soccer ball, which was pretty cool. I don't remember if he tried to eat it or not. I think he wanted to leave it. The thing is, he wanted to leave it there until he knew for sure it was ripe. That's the hard part. You need to know when it's ripe, because if it's not, you're just going to have to open it and give it to the chickens. The cedar is on the side. If cedar is on the top, it will seep down. Okay, so if I put it on the sides, it should be fine. Watermelon start 6 to 8 weeks before last frost date. Pick an area and has a lot of full sun. I have so many projects for this summer. I have to build another greenhouse. I want to clean my chicken coop, put my rabbits in my garage. I might have to frame it a little bit better because I'm thinking my garage is about to give up. And I'm afraid that if it does, it's not the garage itself that bothers me. Is the fact that I think that it could. It's connected like this on my house. So if it goes like this, I'm afraid it would go like this and remove the wall of the house, which is something I hope will not happen. Pick an area with a lot of sun. Have each compost on hand. Build up a large amount to plant into. I think just green pine needles are acidic. Yeah, that's what I want to use around my blueberries. I could probably just take like spruce branches and put them around the blueberries. That would also do the job. But they're planted. My blueberries were transplanted last year around my spruces. So they should be doing better there than they were in the middle of the field. I love the spruce tips in the spring as well, so that's another plus. But I could very well just cut a few branches and lay them around my blueberries, even with the orange peels. It should also work around the blueberries. Wonderful. I'm so excited. Happy gardening season, everyone. Yes. I hope everyone has a huge harvest, and I hope we have a way better summer than we did last year. Add a quarter cup of organic blood and bone meal to the compost. Massage it in. Buy a tarp 12 by 12 minimal. I'm looking forward to gardening very much. You and your words games. Train your main vine out and keep 2 or 3 melon max. Clip off side shoots. So you have all the information you need right here, little gingerbread house. Once your melon vine is 12 to 18 feet, clip the tip of the main vine off. All energy will focus into the fruit. That's awesome. Very, very good information. Well, guys, like I said earlier, I've had like a crazy week. I didn't sleep much. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm about to fall asleep on my chair. I will go to bed. Also, the fact that I have a very big day tomorrow. The kids have a sport tournament, and I'm the coach. So when you have to deal with a bunch of kids for a whole day with the adrenaline going up and down, usually you get tired very fast after that. Feet top dressed, mount every 3 weeks, tablespoon of blood and meal. Well, hopefully we all see both sunshine and rain balance. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Stop watering about 2 weeks before harvest to build up sugar bricks. All right. All very, very... how come your comment disappeared? Okay, weird. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you for stopping by. And maybe if I have time Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, I'll be back. Maybe I'll have something more interesting to talk about. Maybe even after I'm done with my wine. I'll definitely be posting some pictures and hopefully a few short videos as well. Take care, everyone, and it will definitely help. And yeah, I've had so much pumpkins last year, sugar pumpkins. They're so good. All right, I'll let you go with some music. Take care, everyone.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you.